Hello and welcome. This is Saturday the 16th. I'm Brandon Wendell, Charter Market Technician. Just decided to share with you some analysis I'm doing, just kind of looking at the S&P 500 right now. Actually, the S&P futures, the ES December contract on the daily chart. And looking at this market, it looks as though we're returning back to the bullish side of the markets here as we had that downward trend that had been going in for most of the end of September into October appears to be ending. As you can see, we had a positive divergence here, and after the positive divergence, we ended up putting in a low, and more importantly, that low was put in with the RSI above 60, or sorry, above 40. So that means we're in bullish territory, and typically that confirms that the bullish trend is resuming. So for this week, I see us taking out the prior high as we're coming back up to this high. That is also a supply zone that was nearly tested in the most recent rally. Let me go ahead and change this around a little bit here. So if I go, whoops, wrong button. Go to my settings. There we go, and change the template to my zoning. And that way, it looks a little cleaner. You can see we had rally, base, and drop. That was an area of supply, and we're very deep into that zone, as I mentioned, because we ended up having that confirmation that the trend is possibly changing with the low that's above 40. We're actually going to take out that high and may even take out the all-time highs back here. So if we're trying to get an idea of where we're likely to stall out, let's clean up this chart, go to a weekly time frame on the S&P, and now on the weekly, what we can use is the most recent impulse up and correction down. And you can see we're left with some Fibonacci extensions here, or projections, whatever you want to call them. Those are our next probable targets. So we got 45.21, then 46.82. So if I go back to the daily time frame once again, you can see what I was focusing on, and we can fine tune this. It was pretty much this last impulse up, correction down. There you go. So if we wanted to go a little bit further, possibly to this origin of the move, the numbers change just a little bit. And typically, for me to get more accurate data, I want to go to the open candle. So right there, that's the open of all this bullish pressure that we had pushing to the upside. So that gives me much more accurate numbers. And it looks as though our next stalling point should be at about 45.69 and a quarter, then 47.60 on the ES. And this is all contingent upon, obviously, making a new high here. We need to break out on Monday, or really Sunday evening, break that high and go above 60. Once that happens, as long as we don't get any pullbacks that go below 40 on the RSI, we're likely to see those highs being made in the S&P. So look for that bullish activity this week, and we'll take a look at some of the other markets in another video.